So for this assignment, we were tasked to do a presentation on a research paper. For my research paper, I chose to do it on discussion 8, which was on a single mother who is struggling to make financial ends meet for herself and her infant daughter and is unable to make enough money without any family or other resources. She is constantly at the brink of complete destitution and fears for the health and well-being of her child. She is also pregnant with a second child and worries that she is running out of options for survival. She comes up with resourceful ideas to try to resolve the situation, at least temporarily. Her solutions were to sell several of her body organs online to customers in need of organ transplants, sell 6 online, or selling her second child. None of these acts are in any way moral. As a mother who is struggling, it is expected she would do whatever it takes to provide for her children, as that is her duty. For these types of situations, the government should intervene and find ways to financially support her until she is able of doing so. Here we're going to talk about John Stuart Mill. So John Stuart Mill, who is a utilitarian and a moral philosopher, he states that activities that contribute to people's happiness are right, and those that lead to suffering are evil. He is most known among economists for his 1848 work, Principles of Political Economy, which became a standard economic textbook for decades following its publication. For this situation, he would see her potential solutions as evil, considering it will lead to harsher suffering. She doesn't see that the effects of her actions will lead to her being in a worse situation. Getting involved in those acts can harm her and her family. Another philosopher, Karl Marx, whose moral values say that his moral values are that he should bring people together through acceptable actions, and these actions will be against his philosophy. Although we are at liberty to make our own choices, but the choices should abide by the law and not risk the safety of others. This lady in this hypothetical situation would be going against the beliefs of Karl Marx. His proposal that moral values should bring people together would be contradictory. Not only are her solutions unhealthy, but it is a gateway. Both thinkers have different standpoints, but Karl Marx has more of an effect. These situations mothers face should bring people together, not separate them. The need to sell body organs or give her body away brings the wrong people into unison. Anything that has to do with giving away your body to someone or something else is never the right way to obtain income. Psychological factors. There are so many psychological factors that come together to cause suffering, depression, and anxiety. This mother is already undergoing the stress of giving birth to another life that she can't support. Mothers already have so much pressure to be the best and provide as much as they can. Mental health and financial difficulties are frequently intertwined. People who are heavily in debt are considerably more likely to suffer from mental health problems. Facts. According to national polls, nearly 4 of 10 people with a mental health issue said their financial situation aggravated their mental health problems. Financial issues are a common source of stress and concern. Some may be willing to seek help and may feel alienated as a result of the stigma associated with debt. People's mental health may suffer, particularly if they are forced to cut back on needs such as eating and food. People who are deeply in debt are 3 times more likely to have contemplated suicide in the past year. There's generally a single factor that drives someone to commit suicide. Instead of a wide range of social challenges, life events, cognitive and personality traits are frequently combined. Conclusion. Women who sell sex suffer a distinct collection of structural issues, including police harassment and arrests, discrimination, marginalization, poverty in general, and gender inequality, as well as high occupational dangers such as assault, coercion, deceit, alcohol and drug use, and HIV/STI. Female sex workers are more sensitive to psychological health concerns as a result of the combination of these variables. Being physically unhealthy affects mental health intensely. Considering everything's connected, when our mental health is not doing well, neither is our physical. In most cases, mental health is not necessarily prioritized the way it should be. For this special case, the mother should be conscious enough to know that her mental health needs to be put first before deciding on what she should do to support her children. So the reason for my conclusion was basically because as a single mother, obviously she should be finding other ways to be able to support her children and in healthy ways. And maybe not everyone can agree that it's not moral, but to me I don't think it is, because of the way it can harm her family as an entirety.